They came in the dead of winter, dark shapes tearing through the snowy fields. Wild boars, hundreds of them, pouring out of the Anatolian woods, crushing wheat fields, ravaging vineyards, leaving nothing but ruin behind. Over half the harvest lost, farmland turned to wasteland. Nature had declared war, and now it's up to the hunters to fight back. Welcome to Wild Hunters, where winter in Turkey becomes a battlefield of steel, snow, and survival. Under the frozen moon, shadows slicing through the silent snowfields. Wild boars, fierce, relentless, and countless. From the depths of Anatolia's dark forests, they surged into farmland, tearing through wheat fields and vineyards, leaving only destruction in their wake. Over half the harvest gone, and thousands of hectares turned into wasteland. With their numbers growing faster than anyone can control, nature itself has declared war. And when the wild turns against mankind, only the brave dare to fight back. Welcome to Wild Hunters, where Turkey's winter becomes a battlefield of snow, steel, and survival.
That's hunting.
The wild boars charged forward like arrows loosed from a bow, tearing through the undergrowth with raw fury. From above, the hunters moved in relentless pursuit. Lewis and his team hovering like silent guardians over the chaos below. Each gunshot cracked through the forest air, sharp and deafening, a thunderous reminder of mankind's unyielding will to defend its ground. The battle between instinct and intelligence had begun, and Lewis knew out here in the wild, only one side would walk away victorious. The deeper Lewis and his team pushed into the forest, the more their power showed. One by one, the wild boars fell, their charge broken by the hunter's precision. The herd scattered in panic, driven mad by the echo of gunfire ripping through the trees. From above, every frantic movement was under the hunter's control, a deadly dance seen from the sky. It was, without question, a terrible day to be a wild boar. And here was Tom's crew, the whole team assembled and ready. After a quick round of strategy talk, they set out for the hunt. Soon a massive boar, easily over 200 kilos, came into their sights. Then boom, a single clean shot rang out. The beast's heavy frame dropped like a stone, the forest falling silent for a heartbeat. It was the perfect mark and the sure sign of a successful hunt for Tom and his team. The next day, Tom's team pushed deeper into the snow-covered forest. The air was sharp, their breath rising like smoke in the freezing dawn. Every man carried the same burning resolve. Today they wouldn't just hunt the wild boars, they would wipe them out. The forest stood silent before them, unaware that a storm of hunters was coming its way. Moments later, a massive herd of wild boars burst from the tree line. Without hesitation, Tom swung up his machine gun and unleashed a storm of bullets. The air erupted with thunder. The herd scattered in chaos, snow flying beneath their hooves. One by one, the boars broke formation, but Tom and his crew stayed on their trail, raining down relentless fire on the unlucky beasts that crossed their sights. It was raw, ruthless, and unstoppable. The hunt was on.
Bütün avcılara rast gelsin.
A little deeper into the forest, an even larger herd of wild boars appeared, marching in formation like an army. From above, Tom didn't hesitate. He opened fire, unleashing a relentless rain of bullets. Some dropped instantly, others scattered in panic, crashing through the snow in every direction. It was a clear warning. Wild boars had no place here. Wherever they roamed, they destroyed everything in their path, upsetting the balance of nature itself. But this was only the beginning. Up next, Tom and his team would pull off some truly incredible shots. So stay tuned, and if you think Tom's one hell of a hunter, drop a like and leave him a comment below.
Çıkıyor abi. Çıktı, gidiyor. Hay sen lale yıkın. Güzel bir atış oldu. Rast gelsin.
This guy right here is David, Tom's best friend and a seasoned hunter in his own right. Today, David and his crew came fully prepared. Their gear was sharp, their aim steady, and this time they brought along their loyal hunting dogs. Engines roared as the convoy cut through the frosty forest trails, heading straight toward the territory where the wild boars made their stand. The hunt was about to begin, and David was more than ready. From above, dark shapes darted through the forest, fast, powerful, and untamed. David didn't hesitate for a second. He raised his rifle and tracked their every tour, firing shot after shot with deadly precision. He wouldn't stop until the prey hit the ground, the echo of his last round fading into the cold wilderness. David's team pressed deeper into the frozen wilderness, determined to root out the toughest of the wild boars. Gunfire echoed through the woods, sharp and relentless. One by one, any boar that dared to show itself was taken down without mercy. Soon the snow was littered with the heavy silhouettes of fallen beasts, a silent testament to the hunter's precision. Now the real question is, who had the more successful hunt, Tom or David? Tell us what you think in the comments below.
Orada. Tam durdurdu domuzu, yatak yapıyor şu anda. Biz de başına gidiyoruz.
Unlike the other three hunters, Candy is a bit of a show-off. He loves to talk, and boy does he talk a lot. But don't let that fool you. This guy's got serious skills with a bow. Still, since Candy tends to steal everyone's screen time, we'll skip ahead just a little bit. Stick around though. You won't want to miss his epic bow hunting moment. For a moment, time seemed to freeze. Candy drew his bow, released, and bam! The arrow struck clean, leaving the wild boar stunned in its tracks. Just like that, Candy had himself a fine wild boar feast. Guess he really is a man who walks and talks, huh?
Стрела. Это класс. Пришел, загрузил, пошел счастливый просто. Это непередаваемо. Это никогда не... Варю 20 минут, достаю, сверху укладываете картошку, чтобы мясо, это все дело квашеной капустой, в огромное сочетание всего в жизни. Это сочетание слюни текут. Это вкусно. Это... Я хочу все попробовать, приготовить именно.
Up next, let me introduce Andy and his talented daughter. The morning air was thick with mist, the forest wrapped in a cold, ghostly fog. Yet that didn't stop them. Together, they ventured deep into the haze where dark shapes moved in the distance, shadows that needed to be taken down. Barely a few steps into the mist, the shadows came into focus, massive wild boars, their hulking bodies breaking through the fog. And then, just like that, Andy drew his bow. The first arrow sliced through the air, a clean, perfect shot that brought the giant boar crashing to the ground. One arrow, one flawless strike.
Snuck up over hill, shot.
But today, luck didn't seem to be on Andy's side. Herd after herd of wild boars emerged from the mist, yet instead of hitting his targets, Andy's arrows found their way into the snow and the trees. Unbelievable, right? Still, let's follow his journey to the end, because even in failure, his spirit, his determination, and that smile of his never faded. Sometimes it's not about the perfect shot, it's about showing up and trying anyway. As the night fades and the last echoes of gunfire drift into the fog, a heavy silence settles over the ravaged cornfields. A silence carved by struggle, resilience, and survival. Rui, Paolo, and their crew stand beneath the pale moonlight, their faces streaked with sweat and dust, knowing this fight was just one small battle in a long and unforgiving war against a relentless invader. But every victory, no matter how small, reminds us of what defines us: human determination, modern innovation, and the unbreakable strength of a team that refuses to back down. You're watching Wild Hunters, where every hunt is more than a chase. It's a stand to defend our land, our harvests, and our future. Hit like, comment, and subscribe to join us, because the next battle is already waiting beyond the horizon.